I think this 4th of July weekend, we all know, can be a violent weekend. People need to definitely be careful where they're going, maybe even rethink where they're going and where they're hanging out. There are some places, not to say this place, but there are some places that you have to watch out for. There are some scenes and crowds. You are a target for the person in that crowd that has beef with anybody else.
Some breaking news we're just learning more about right now, but 18 people have been shot, 4 of which have died after a drive-by shooting late last night right outside of a nightclub in Chicago. This happened shortly after 11 last night as people were leaving an album release party for a rapper. Police say a vehicle drove past and fired into that crowd of people. 2 men, 2 women. They were transported to a hospital where they were pronounced dead. Many of those who were injured were also taken to the hospital, and at least 3 of those are in critical condition. Another in serious condition. We, of course, are going to be learning more details, bringing those to you throughout the day as we do get them.
What up, my people? Man, I'm sad to say, man, we got some bad news, but some sad news today. 4 people in Chicago was unalive. 18 people was shot, or whatever the case may be. In this next clip, we about to hear from one of the witnesses that was there at the event. He's seen everything. So he finna tell us what happened, man. Check this out.
EONOVAN, Price Solutions and Resources.
What have you learned about what happened here last night?
When I arrived last night, it was absolute chaos. From people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets, just a massive police presence, just horrific, more than I've ever seen. And seems that there was some album release party, people coming from that. A SUV pulls up and just opens fire on a crowd of people, and 18 shot and four dead at this point. And the worst I've seen, just people wanting to find their other people, find who was alive, finding who was, where their phones were, because they dropped them in the chaos, so they couldn't even couldn't even find their car keys. It's something that you wouldn't expect to find in the city. We have a lot of shootings, but nothing like this.
Something you wouldn't expect to find in River North, but speak to that part of it, and also speak to the fact that this was an album listening party, female rapper from Chicago, and yet it drew this crowd. We're hearing mostly women, and yet this SUV pulled up with multiple people inside and opened fire.
Yeah, well, I think it's time out. It should be time out for, I didn't expect it to happen here, because it's happening everywhere. It can happen anywhere. I think people should realize that there's no place too good for it. There's no place too bad for it. As long as evil exists, as long as we have a preponderance of guns and stupid people who have no respect or knowledge of life, then this is going to happen. And it was mostly women, and that didn't used to be a thing, and it's devastating. And
have you heard anything from anybody about what, if anything preceded this? Like if there was a fight inside the club, there was a disagreement, there was an argument?
I haven't heard anything like that. More or less, it seems like everybody was shocked that this happened. An unlikely, place, even though, rap has this kind of thing that people expect, in Chicago especially. And so a female rapper from Chicago in River North, it could be a recipe for disaster, but any mass gathering seems to be a recipe, or at least a big chance that something like this could happen. And I went to the hospitals 3 hospitals after this, and the scenes there were almost as chaotic as here. Of people trying to find their loved ones, if their loved ones were at that hospital, trying to find information. Some people hurt themselves still. It was the city just was not a place to be. It felt bad to be in Chicago last night, but we can make it through. We can heal. We need to pray, though. We need to pray seriously.
I want to talk about it, man, because this is like really happening frequently within a black community. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what makes people so mad that they feel like they have to go and shoot up a listening party or whatever the case may be, knowing that it's a lot of innocent people there. For 18 people to get shot, bro, and they saying that it was 3 people that jumped out and did some and was doing some shooting. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, bro, what is going on with the black community? What's going on with the black community that we, as a whole, as people, we feel like we just have to just go out with a blazing glory or whatever? And then not just that, these people thinking that they're not gonna get caught. Like, come on, man. You think you're not gonna get caught? There's cameras everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. And people be talking. And 9 times out of 10, the people that's doing it, they gonna tell on themselves. That's what people do nowadays. They tell on themselves. Man, this is a sad situation, man. This is sad. This is very, very sad, man. 4 people, innocent people that probably didn't have, the 4 people that I know for sure didn't have nothing to do with none of this, lose their life, bro, because they want to go support their people. This is sad. Now this make you feel like this is gonna make it bad for everybody. Like, damn, people gonna feel like they don't even want to go support their people no more. You can't even go to a listening party. Man, what y'all think about this situation, man? This is sad, man. Till the next time, love yourself, take care of yourself, stay focused, stay out the way, man. I'm gone.